Using the same technique as above for the sine graph, so that was in the intro, draw the cosine graph for theta between 0 and 360. Now before we do that, we're going to have a look at an app again. So here we have the app. We've got the unit circle here. The point P is the yellow point just here. And at the moment over here, you can see we've got this point plotted because the angle is 0 degrees. And of course, since the cosine is the x coordinate, the length is 1. Now note, because it's a unit circle, this length can never ever be more than 1. It can be -1 if it's over in this direction. So that's why the cosine graph has a maximum value at 1 and a minimum at -1. 360 degrees is right the way round to the beginning again here. Let's look as we change the angle. You can see the pink line gets shorter, and over here the point plotted is the angle against the length of the pink line. So when we get to here at 90 degrees, the pink line is of length 0, and therefore the cosine is 0. Note when we're over here, the pink line is now to the left of the y-axis, so the coordinate there is negative, and that's why the curve is now below the axis over here. And then if we continue our way around, it's always going to be the x coordinate here, which is the y coordinate on this graph. So we're plotting the angle against the x coordinate of the point P, this point here. So we just continue our way around, and now we're at 360. And that's how you build up the graph. And just like the sine, it's a cut and paste. So from 360 to 720, it's just another copy of that section. So at the beginning, when theta is 0, the x-coordinate is 1. When we get to here, so that theta is 90, the x-coordinate is 0. When we get to here, at 180, the x-coordinate is -1. At 270, it's back to 0. And when we get back to the beginning, it's going to be 1. There's a couple that we should know, or at least we should start to learn. The cosine of 60 degrees is a half, and that means that the cosine of 120 is -1/2. And then we've got all these symmetries about this graph. And you should get used to the basic shape and be able to draw it reasonably well freehand, once you've got a few points anyway. So I think that's not a bad job.